Probably my least favorite type of riding is deep, dry sand, mostly because I'm just not very good at it. I'd say my favorite is probably kind of like a wide open trails that there's a lot of options to take alternate routes, like either jumping over some rocks or going a different way through some trees or something like that. That's probably my favorite type of riding, but pretty much I like any kind of riding, whether it's just sitting out in the field doing figure eights or, you know, bushwhacking your way through a bunch of trees and vines and rocks and stuff like that you kind of have to fight your way through. It's all pretty fun, but kind of right in the middle of all that is what this video is about. It's about ravines, and ravines are very unique. They're kind of like I don't know, they're kind of like the garbage chutes on the Death Star, you know, in Star Wars. I mean, they're kind of the place that everything ends up, whether it's from rain washing, you know, down trees into the ravine, or rocks, or just, you know, simple gravity where everything just tends to fall into. Kind of makes it all interesting. You know, you get things like this, kind of like canyon type things, which is kind of hard to get around, and then you get, you know, rocks and ledges and trees and all that. You know, you get a lot of chances to practice your, you know, your quote, you know, hard enduro skills. Things like, you know, getting your front tires stuck on a little ledge where you have to stop and compress and lift the front end up to get over the rock, you know, or figuring out how to de-weight your suspension while still keeping it loaded and lighten the back wheel to get over a slippery rock or a ledge or something like that. But all of it is pretty fun. It's pretty slow riding. Right here, you know, ideally you would just keep going straight and then just sort of jump off that ledge. Of course, this is the first time I'd been in this ravine, so I didn't know what to expect. I wasn't sure what Gary and Randy were going to do there, so I kind of stopped, and then once you're stopped, you're not going to just, well, I guess some people could just pop right off of that. I certainly couldn't, not without ending up with my face in the dirt. So I just kind of went around the side here, and then I used this method right here called use the side of the ravine to stop yourself, keep your balance. That's a hard enduro technique that Graham did not teach. One thing about riding through ravines like this is it's pretty slow going. Probably you're going to need a fan, unless you like and enjoy breathing in ethylene or propylene fumes from your radiator tank, or your radiator overheating, then probably a fan is a good idea. I guess with the smaller bike, you know, like a 150, it might not be such a problem, but a 250 or 300, you're probably going to need a fan, and a 4-stroke you definitely would need a fan. But the downside to it is that I guess it kind of makes for a boring video. You know, watching people just slowly go through this stuff. Videos are much more exciting whenever it's traveling through a bunch of trees or rocks at a high speed, you know, spectacular crashes and all that kind of stuff. I'm sure that probably half the people probably checked out on this video by now, just because it is pretty boring. It's not boring when you're doing it, though. That's the one thing I can say. I back, I don't know, last time Graham was here, we you know, I followed him through some ravines and stuff, and which I thought, oh, this is going to be a great video, with the exception that, you know, Graham just goes right through it like it's bread over, or butter over bread, and all you get to watch then is just me struggling my way through to something that Graham kind of did without any problems at all. So, you know, someday I hope to ride well enough that I could at least keep him in the field of view of the camera, but that's probably not going to happen. Sorry, right here I sped up the video just to keep people from being too bored, but the slow going, you know, while you're actually riding it, in your mind you're thinking, wow, I'm glad I'm recording this. This is awesome, you know, this is really great stuff. This is going to make a great video. And then you get back and start to watch it, and you realize that, well, the person watching the video is probably going to be bored to death. But a few people get it, who like doing this stuff, and they That's who this video is for. They can enjoy the struggle of getting through all this stuff, getting your foot caught on branches like that. So to everyone who enjoys and appreciates the slow going, the unpredictability, the overheating of the radiator, and the challenge of riding through ravines, this video was for you. Until next time.